This is Louie, and we are going to do leash obedience. And so, Louie, when I first got him, he led me and I didn't lead him. And it's often just because I only know what I don't know. And so, once I learned to lead Louie, I was able to get him to do what I want him to do and go where I want him to go. And I lead him, and he doesn't lead me. So, here's the thing. As far as this goes, here's a normal collar. It's kind of a tactical collar, tactical leash, 6 foot long. Um, anyway, so as far as this goes, I started him out on a prong collar, and I firmly believe in a prong collar, and I think it's absolutely essential for these kind of dogs. These are working line German Shepherds. They absolutely have a lot of drive, and if you leave that unchecked, they will pull you everywhere. And so for this example, we're just going to do some light walking. And so here, I can lead him here, just with a little bit of tug. Sometimes I don't even need a tug. And he knows right where to go, checking in. He's saying, hey, you're more important than whatever I'm looking at. Here. Good. Not, he's coming with. No matter what I want to do, he goes where I go. He's checking in. Here. Come on. Good. Good boy. Good. Good boy. And I'm trying to keep this loose leash. I don't want to give him any pressure in his collar. I want him to make the decision. Good boy. Hey, here. Good. I want to go where Dad's going. Good. Yes. Good. Good boy. Yes. If I were ever to give anyone any advice about leash pulling and dogs that don't listen while on walks, and so I would say that make an invisible line where you want the dog to not go past. So if that's your knee, let it be your knee. If it's a little bit in front and you want that much control, you can get it. So once you have your invisible line drawn with your dog, for me it's my feet. And so I want him to walk in step with me and not cross me. If his nose is a little bit further out, that's fine. I'm good with that. Once that line is defined, you then need to understand how to work on correction and obedience. And so correction also comes with positive reinforcement. It's not always negative correction, but if the dog is walking past your comfort zone, oftentimes you want the dog to self-correct. And so I can attempt to display that with Louie, but I don't know if he's going to do it. But so if he's walking too much ahead, right, I can pop the leash a little bit, but I want him to be looking the other way. I don't want him knowing that I popped the leash necessarily. So another way that I train him out of chasing deer when we're on walks is I let him go ahead and I stopped quietly and I let him get stopped by the leash. His own pulling is what stopped him. His own pulling is what corrected him. I'm not the bad guy, and neither should you be. One of the things that I learned is that you should always be the tree. When the dog is pulling, you should be the tree. For example, if you are driving and you go around a corner too fast and you hit a tree, you're not mad at the tree. You're like, wow, I hit a tree, and I'm not going to do that again. Same thing happens with the dog. Whenever he's moseying on and not listening and doing whatever he wants to do, that's not acceptable. You need to be the tree. And once you're the tree and he looks back, act like nothing happened, and he will eventually learn. If you become the tree and you're like the tree, you're not the bad guy. Everyone should be the tree. This is Desi, and today we're going to work on leash training and obedience. Desi and I haven't worked a lot on leash per se, singularly. We usually go on walks with Louie. And if you're wondering why she's on the right, she is on the right because I don't like walking with my back towards traffic. I don't know why people do that. It just doesn't seem safe. And also, I have her on my right so I can pull her off the road. Okay, and so that's why I have her there like that. She is a Shetson dog, so she knows Foos, which Foos is on the left, but Foos isn't really practical for my lifestyle because we don't do that unless we're in competition. So we're going to work with Desi, and we are going to show her what the tree is. I promise you that she will get distracted and that we will need to give her corrections and let her know that she needs to check in with me. Good girl. Desi. Oh, nope. Good. Good. Oh, come on. Good girl. Checking in. She's checking in with me. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Yes. And so I'm giving her a lot of positive reinforcement because she did what I asked. Good. Good girl. She responds a lot better to a loving answer than a demanding one. Here. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Here. Good girl, Desi. Good. Here. Come on. Good. Yes. Good check-in. She's checking in. She's saying, what's Dad doing? I want to look at Dad. Okay. I care more about Dad than I do these poop smells out here, or the fox, or the raccoon, or the deer. Come on. Good. What's that? I think she had a bee on her. Desi, come here. Here. Good. Desi can almost do this off leash. Good. Let's walk. Good walk. Good. Good girl. Come on. Good walk. Walk. Yes. Good walk. Good girl. I know I talked a lot about the tree and how we shouldn't actually allow them to see us pulling them if we don't have to. If we don't have to, that's a better scenario, but if they see us yanking the leash and they see us correcting them, that's okay, because as soon as we do that and they have a good behavior, we immediately follow up praise. And so uh, that is what shapes their behavior in the future. I would say good, good, and then bridge it with a yes. I mean, I would bridge the good with the yes. And so yes is the ultimate. You did awesome. You did the best job you could ever do. Good is I'd like you to do a little better, but you're on the right track. And so sometimes I say good, good, yes, and so that's how